You got Steph returning. Well, with this coronavirus, I don't know when the NBA is coming back. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you get Steph back, you get Klay back, you got the number 1 pick in the draft.
Draymond Green.
You got Draymond Green, you got Kevin Looney back.
Pascal.
You got Eric Pascal. You got guys looking like a reload year. Can the Warriors go on another 3-year run, my boy?
It really pains me to say it because I don't like Steph Curry. I don't like Draymond Green.
I don't know how he's so magical.
I could bear Klay Thompson. I could bear him.
And Eric Pascal.
You like Eric Pascal?
And I love me some Wiggins. Nah,
Do you really?
He called me OD.
Okay, but look, they can go on a 3-year run because they have all the assets to. Let's just dive deep into what they have going on for them. You got Steph Curry, the best point guard in the league.
Say that again.
Wait.
Wait. Say that again.
Steph Curry is the best point guard in the NBA.
Okay.
Klay Thompson is probably the second best shooting guard, the third best, we could say.
Yeah, something like that.
When healthy. Draymond Green, paired with those guys, because without him, he sucks. But
yeah, without him, he's horrible.
Paired with them, he's one of the better players in the NBA, just those glue guys. You have Wiggins, who I think let's say you got an ISO on the top of the key with Wiggins, you got Curry out there, Thompson, Pascal, Damian Lee, and
so
Wiggins.
You think he could be a better Harrison Barnes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's more time.
Then you got, come on, you just got so much talent, and Pascal's coming on. Damian Lee's solid. Kayvon Looney, he's solid. Good, yeah. And then they have the best chance to get the number 1 pick in the draft, which they can use to flip the pick, or they can use to draft a player like Anthony Edwards, LaMelo. I personally believe that if Wiseman isn't there, you trade the pick.
Me too.
I don't if Wiseman isn't there, you trade the pick.
I don't see them picking the guard. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But also you got Minnesota Timberwolves.
Obi Toppin?
Obi Toppin is an option too. And Obi Toppin would fit perfectly with them. But that's another thing.
You could trade Draymond. Yeah. Grab him.
And for trading Minnesota, by trading for D'Lo, got Minnesota's first-round pick next year. And Minnesota, there's a big chance that they might be horrible.
And next year's class is crazy.
So Warriors are stacked. They're loaded. Even though they got these salaries paid to Draymond, to Curry, to Thompson, they're going to be loaded again. And I hate it because it's we can't catch a break as a fan. This franchise,
no. As a James Harden fan,
this franchise has been so lucky for so long. It's about time it's somebody else's turn. And I just want to say this: the time when you think it's somebody else's turn, which was this year, the NBA gets canceled or the NBA suspended. It might get canceled. If we don't have a champion this year, it's gonna be so annoying because no team had a chance to win. And it might be the Warriors again in the next 3 years.
I hope you don't think that the team that was going to win a championship this year was the Rockets.
They have a chance.
So, JC, take the floor, man.
Okay,
what you think? Can they go on the 3-year run?
I like the Warriors. I like Steph Curry. I'm a fan. But I'm going to say no. And the reason that I'm going to say no is because the Western Conference is getting better. You got the Clippers, who are a stacked team. You have the Lakers, who are a stacked team. You have Houston, who's still a good team. Mind you, I'm talking about these Warriors without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was the best player on that team. He made a big difference. You got guys like Luka Doncic coming up. A lot of people are probably going to play with him in Dallas. You got a lot of young and up and coming teams. I'm a big Klay Thompson fan. Don't know how he's going to come back next year. Draymond Green seems to get worse every year as the years progress. Steph Curry's coming off a bad hand injury, but I feel like he'll be a good player. Andrew Wiggins, a great player. I feel like Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins. You said great player, or you said
I said Steph. My bad. Yeah, Steph Curry's a great player. Andrew Wiggins. I have been on record. Was on record saying that I feel like they're gonna unlock a beast in him. No, I'm calling myself out.
You said a beast.
But with everything that comes along, Andrew Wiggins could be a complete misfit for this team. So look, so my thing is basically on just Klay Thompson coming back. The West is getting better. I'm gonna ask you two, man, right here. Do you think the Warriors, with a team constructed now coming off all these injuries without Kevin Durant, you're gonna give them the nod over the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, over the Clippers, who have so many defenders, over Houston, who you've been on record, not trying to call you out on anything, you've been on record saying that without Kevin Durant that they can beat them. Mm-hmm. So
That's without Durant, not
Yeah, exactly.
adding Wiggins.
Exactly.
And
That's
not
what-
adding these other players.
Yeah, but none of them are Kevin Durant.
You asked me a question.
Yeah, so what do you think?
I want to answer.
And you got good teams like Denver. Don't
What
want to leave them
made
out.
LeBron and Cleveland so dangerous when they played Steph Curry?
He said
and them-
stir.
Yeah, my fault. Is that Kyrie can match Steph's energy?
He's better than him.
That's what made it so dangerous when the Cavs played the Warriors. Kyrie can match Steph's energy. You don't have that now. You got Rajon Rondo. You got Avery Bradley. So now
LeBron's playing the point.
Yeah, so I mean, LeBron's not gonna guard Steph Curry, and you're gonna tire him out the game because Steph's just gonna run around the court.
You got
and he's
Danny
gonna
Green
get
and Avery
open.
Bradley for that.
This what I believe.
Are you just gonna cut me?
You meant because you were the moderator. You're not the debater.
He asked me a question. I have a question for you guys. So go ahead, finish. So I ask a question.
You said Denver. I think the Denver Nuggets are as soft as McNuggets. I don't think that they're.
Says the Rockets. Fan.
I don't think that they're gonna contend this year, next year, years
Then
to
they gotta
come.
get rid of Gary Harris and get a better shooting guard.
Unless Michael Porter takes like a superstar leap, they're not gonna compete.
He's only 20,
But this the
I
thing.
doubt it.
and when he plays, he's good.
You gotta understand that we're talking about next season. If
Mhm.
we're talking about next season, we're talking about the Clippers potentially losing Montrezl Harrell.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name, Trezor.
Montrezl Harrell.
I
or
call him
whatever.
Trezor.
I don't know.
I
like,
call him Trezor.
Montrezl Harrell. They're losing him. They're losing Marcus Morris. They're losing somebody else on that team.
They're probably gonna only be Jackson and
Reggie
Morris are probably
Jackson.
gone. They're probably gonna only be able to pay Harrell.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but-
pay either the Jackson or Marcus. Morris. I'm not
Reggie
paying
Jackson's
them.
not bad.
I'm not
you could
paying
probably
him
pay him
money.
for low.
There's more people that are more important.
But I'm saying, like, I just don't think that team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that Golden State would have the nod over them if, let's say, Klay Thompson is Klay Thompson.
And Draymond Green goes back to Draymond Green, not this
Yeah.
Walmart version that Charles Barkley
That
called.
team is scary because you don't have two players that can guard Paul George and Kawhi. That's why it's like
You don't.
Kawhi really kills Clay. Like,
So
no
what's-
offense.
What's your question that you're gonna ask?
I have my you said you don't think the 3-year run. I don't want to. People assume when you say 3-year run, automatically in order for them to be as great as they once was, they got to win the championship again. Would you consider them consistently making the playoffs and making runs to the WCF and maybe one more time to the championship and losing? Would you consider that still success?
Oh, yeah. I think fully healthy, they'll make the playoffs every single year.
Mm-hmm.
They might not win a championship all 3 years. They probably won't, but they'll win a championship. Probably. There's a chance of that. There's a big chance of that.
And what do you think would be, what would hurt this run the most? If you had to choose one thing, what would hurt this run the most? Because Steph Curry is turning 32 next year. Klay Thompson's 30.
I think
Draymond's
something that would
30.
hurt this run is a first round elimination.
First round.
Yes,
elimination.
and
Then
and it would hurt. It would hurt it more if you even have home field, if you have home court advantage. Because if you're like 1 through 4, you have home field. I mean home court. I keep saying field. You got everything that's working towards you. Got your fans and everything. If the Warriors are gonna come back in this 3-year run and lose in the first round, Steph Curry's gonna get critiqued really, really, really horribly. And I just think that losing that, you're done.
Brings me to my final question.
Yeah.
About this. Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, who do you think is going to win a championship first? Let's say 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years. In the next 3 to 4 years, who do you think, if you had to pick, hypothetically, who do you think is going to either make the championship or win the championship first?
Steph Curry.
Why?
Because I don't believe in the Nets. That's why. Like, I just don't.
JC, go ahead.
Kevin Durant.
And why do you say that?
That team is constructed perfectly for him. Now, if they can get him a good coach in town. I like Jock Vaughn. Don't think he's a championship level coach. He'd be a good assistant coach. You can get that team healthy. You got Kyrie Irving. Big if, but
that's a big.
you just got a lot of solid players. You know, you got a lot of people that can score.
I don't think Joe Harris and Jared Allen are coming back.
I think Joe Harris will come back. I think Jared Allen has a chance of leaving, whatever. But I think that team is, and you got DeAndre Jordan, who's a solid big man. I think that team overall is better than the Warriors. I do. I think they're a better team than the Warriors. And you just add someone like Kevin Durant, who's better than Steph Curry.
Don't worry, because years down the line, Kevin Durant's going to go on a podcast and be like, the Nets didn't have enough ball handlers and shooters.
If he does that, I'll dead violate him.
And he'll be like,
chose
oh,
to come
man,
here
look
with
at the
Kyrie.
coach that we had. We didn't have a good coach. He'll just go and complain.